Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So if you're watching this, the New York Islanders have sadly been eliminated from making the 2025 Stanley Cup playoffs. I'm pre-filming this before their Philadelphia Flyers game, so either they lost that game or Montreal won some game. They ain't making it. And if you've been following my pages for a while, you know that as a result, now I have to bike all of Long Island, the entire goddamn island. So yeah, we're going to go over what I have to do, how the routes that I'm going to take, how I'm going to be training for this, how you guys could potentially get involved, and how we can make this a thing for good. Because, yeah, I got to start my bike training up. If you've been following me on Instagram or TikTok, I don't know if I posted, I think I made a YouTube video when I was reacting to my preseason predictions involving this. But, yeah, I made MBON punishments before the season, the things that I was most confident in happening. One of those were the New York Islanders making the playoffs, and now I got to bike all of Long Island. The other ones that hit were the chug a bottle of syrup. Go watch the Four Nations live stream. At the end, I do that. The Blazing Challenge, that also happened on a live stream on this channel. Everything else did not hit. But arguably the worst of it, actually the worst is probably roaming Newark for 24 hours. I'm going to have died for that. But yeah, I am going to be biking all of Long Island. The New York Islanders are not making the Stanley Cup playoffs. No shit there. And yeah, it stinks. I'm not saying I expected it to be some kind of juggernaut, but I thought after making the playoffs last year, when Sorokin had such a down year compared to the prior two seasons, they added Anthony Duclair, who I stupidly said was like the best unrestricted free agency signing of the summer. They just extremely disappointed. They were okay at 5-on-5, but they had arguably like the worst special team season of all time. They were second to last in both penalty kill and power play, and combined for 84.7%. I could not have seen that coming. If they got even like the 22nd best power play, the 24th best penalty kill, they'd probably be neck and neck with the Montreal Canadiens. But no, Patrick Waugh does not know how to coach special teams. Neither does his assistants. So now I am going to be heading across Long Island, and I am doing the entire island. Like, I am starting fully. I know Brooklyn isn't Long Island, but I thought if I'm going to do the island, I'm starting at like the most west point of the island. So we're going to be starting basically right at the Verrazano Bridge. If you're a New York area person, you know where that is. We're going to be going all the way across. I'm going to be doing this line. So we're going to cut through Brooklyn. 11 hours and 36 minutes. And again, that is assuming no breaks. I will be taking breaks. You got to go all the way past to the Hamptons. Long Island's long, man. It's called Long Island for a fucking reason. 140 miles total is what I will be embarking on. Not soon. It won't be soon, though. It will be in July, because I got to do work. I got to make content for my own channels and the contractor work that I do. I know people probably want me to get on this bike tomorrow. Not feasible. Not feasible to rip. It'd be like a 2-day basically, because I got to get ready, and then the day of it might take 2 days. But we're gonna be doing it in mid-July, mid or late July. I think that makes sense. Season ends. Weather's gonna be better. Right now, it's been pretty crappy in like New Jersey, New York area. It's been like 40s and stuff. So that could backfire though, because if I set a date and then it's 90 degrees out, it'll suck. I'd rather have the 40 degrees. But yeah, we are going to be biking all of Long Island in mid-July, late June, or late July. So after the season, after everything's wrapped up, draft, free agency, all that good stuff. Because first off, because I got to make content regarding the NHL. And second off, I got to get in better shape. I was in pretty decent shape last summer, running 10Ks, 5Ks at a decent rate. Follow me on Strava. But I kind of let myself go the last couple of months. So I got to build up the next 3 months in terms of getting back on track. It's like 160 pounds. Now I'm up to like 170, 175. So we got to lock in. I'm going to have my two of my good childhood friends, Alec Malloy and Nick Schraub, train me. Shout out to those guys. They recently ran the New York City Marathon. And Malloy and Schraub did this crazy challenge where they, if you follow me on Instagram, I reposted it a couple of times, where they started in Los Angeles and ran like with a team. So you would switch off every 2 to 3 hours from Los Angeles to Las Vegas, like 340 miles in under 48 hours. So those boys are going to be helping me out with this. And the last thing that I want to talk about is I want to like raise money for some kind of charitable cause for this. I feel like that'd be like a good thing to raise some money, maybe give you guys some perks if you donate a certain amount, and make this kind of a force for good, not just a force for my dumbass putting myself through absolutely hell by biking all of Long Island. I want to think about some kind of charitable cause. So if you could drop any of that in the comments, I think that would be very cool. We did the Movember thing and you guys donated like $700. It was awesome. So I want to do that. So yeah, the next 3 months, I'll be documenting it on my social medias. I might make like a separate Instagram or something like that. So the people that only care about the hockey don't have to hear all that, but it's going to be a fun journey getting back in shape. gut out and locking in and doing like a once in a lifetime thing. So let me know in the comments, what do you think about this? What are some potential helpful tips if you guys bike? I've been doing like the stationary bike like one to two times a week for like 30 minutes to an hour. Not nearly what I should be doing 3 months out, but I held out hope for the New York Islanders to make the playoffs, and now I got to do this. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, something to look forward to in the offseason when we have nothing to do for 2 to 3 months in the hockey season or outside of the hockey season. But let me know in the comments, what do you think about this? I'll be seeing you in the next one. Peace.